Good morning, my lovely, lovely Libra cross watcher or channel fan. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. Let's go ahead and roll the zodiac die and see what signs you might be dealing with, my dears. All right, you've got Sagittarius up above. You've got Scorpio to the left, Virgo pretty much front and center, balanced with its Scorpio energy. And then you've got some Cancer down below. Now, there is a tiny touch of Leo showing here. I am getting something about exploring the possibility of doing something new or renewing something. Yeah, like it's based on trust. All right, let's go ahead and see what the actual message is for you here today. What have you got? You've got the Empress energy coming out strong as your overall energy for this message. Confidence, knowing your place, expecting, and that's the key word here for this message, is expecting to be treated with respect because you respect yourself. Expecting things to be done not according to your demands, but more of the way that things should be done. Not, yeah, this isn't about you controlling anything or demanding that something be done your way. This is more, hey, you know what's right. I know what's right. We're going to do things the right way, okay? So it's good for everyone here. Again, there's some element of trust that keeps coming through. I keep hearing this from Spirit. So let's go ahead, see what your challenge might be in this situation. A lack of energy, a lack of mentality. Not having enough of something here, requiring more. And I am getting the expectation. Again, you have an expectation of something being fulfilled, of something being done that should be done. It should be done the right way. I'm also hearing for this may or may not be for you specifically. It needing to be made right. Now you're expecting it to be done the way it should be done. All right, let's see what more we can learn here. This is kind of complicated, but not. It's complicated, but not complex. All right, so there's multifacets to this. There's like a deep-seated understanding, an expectation based on understanding. So there's a lot of possible things that are not being said out loud that maybe we'll see if they need to come out verbally or if it's just understandings. All right, let's see what's going to come out here next for you. We have the Three of Pentacles, a desire to work through this, to work with whoever this is that you're dealing with, whatever the situation is, accomplishment, wholeness of mind, body, and spirit. I am getting something here about physical too. We have two images here. Well, we have one image here of poor health and then ultimate health. Well, the Empress is the ultimate health. The Five of Pentacles shows two people who are maimed or lame or something's, physically not working for them properly, not properly working for them. Here, with the Three of Pentacles, I am seeing a person who's physically supplicating themselves. They're kneeling, possibly asking for prayers to put something back together physically. Asking for healing prayers, asking for to be made whole again, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. It's going to be different. You know what your specific need is. All right, what do we have here as far as the foundation of the situation? You're ready for a fresh start. You're ready to lay the groundwork. So even if you've been in this situation, relationship, or whatever for a very long time, you are looking for a new beginning. You may be laying the expectation out there. Now, this is very tangible. So again, this could very much be physical health or financial, but it doesn't have to be. It can be whatever is making sense for you. Let's see where this actually leads to, because I still am not getting, I am getting a little bit of needing to express what your needs are, what your expectations are. That's more important. What are your expectations, and will they be met? Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. All right, if you express clearly, so this cannot be left unstated. Here with the Ace of Pentacles, you will need to literally clarify what it is you expect. So if you expect a child to clean their room, you need to express to that child, I expect this room to be cleaned by today with everything put back in order. The more clear you are in your expectations, oh, this is important, the sooner you will hear and realize the real importance of what is transpiring here. Okay, so we're going to use that child clean the room analogy again. You have an expectation that you want that child to clean their own room. Okay. Now, if you just say clean your room and expect it to be done, you may go back in an hour or two and realize they haven't done anything. Why? Why not? Because they had different expectations. They had different desires. They were in the middle of reading a book. They were doing this. They were doing that. Or they just did not want to clean the room because maybe they didn't know how to start. Or maybe they just didn't have the energy. All right, but your expectations were not met because you didn't clearly identify those expectations with the person, the child, your spouse, your coworker, your employer, okay, your neighbor. You didn't clearly specify your expectations, because if you had, that person would have come back with what their expectations were. And I hope you would listen to them, okay? So you may say to a child, I expect your room to be cleaned by 6 p.m. tonight. I need you to have everything back in order, okay? Are you capable of doing that? I need you to do this for me, okay? Asking that question. Can you meet my expectations? Can you achieve this goal? Well, open up a whole new realm of information for you. And that child may say, no, I don't think I can do that. I'm too tired. Yes, I think I could do that. Okay. Could I have this if I do that? I mean, there's negotiation here with whoever you're dealing with. Okay. Child, adult, neighbor, whoever, whatever, or even within yourself. Okay. All right, so that would be a great way for your expectations to actually be achieved and met. And that is the ultimate goal here, to have your expectations met. And the thing that may have been lacking here was an understanding of the physicalness of what needed to be achieved. Okay, we have 3 cards of Pentacles here. So I do feel like it's a financial situation for a lot of you, or a health issue. And I'm not a doctor and I'm not a banker. Okay, so only take this as the message resonates for you. Here in the immediate future, you have the Queen of Pentacles. The value will be seen, recognized, respected. So if you are expecting somebody to pay you back the money that they owe you, here's another example. All right, clearly identify, I expect to be paid back. Okay, this may be before you even loan it out. I expect to be paid back by Friday, 5 p.m. Can you meet that expectation? And they are going to tell you yes or no and why. Okay. The value will be seen here and respected in the end. So this is good. This is really, really good. All right, let's move on and see what else we have here for you. We have the Six of Pentacles. So you have that balance. Now I am seeing here, this is in the past energy here. You may have been giving too much without stating what the expectations were, and then you didn't get back what you were needing. All right, so now you're clearly identifying. This time around, you're clearly identifying. Look at all these pentacles. Definitely feeling much more tangible, like you will achieve this goal. All right. Let's see what you have as far as you dealing with this. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're holding on. You see, look, more pentacles here. This is stability, okay? You're protecting, and this is how you see yourself handling this situation. Protecting what is yours, okay? Yes, you have the Three Pentacles here. That's for you to share, to work with others, to give to others, but you're also protecting yourself. You're not giving too much, and you've got expectations. All right, so this is how you gain that stability. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and see what your environment offers you here. A little bit of a process, okay? Maybe somebody's not used to you expressing clearly what it is. So this might be a little bit of a process. It might take a little bit of time, a little bit of encouragement. I'm also hearing that child clean the room analogy again, where they may not know where to start. Okay. Or somebody's like, I need to borrow money from you. And you're like, okay, I expect to get this money back by Friday at 5 p.m. And they may say to you, I'm not sure I can work that out. Here's why it's so important to be clear. Okay, now you can work with them. You're still protecting yourself, okay? But they're willing to work with you if you are willing to work with them. That's the negotiation. So there is going to be some, possibly back and forth. All right, the child says, I don't want to clean my room because I have to study for a test. Of course you're going to be like, oh, okay, I didn't realize that. When can you get this room cleaned up? All right. And then the expectation can be met. Your sanity is protected because eventually it will get done. All right. Let's go ahead and see what you may not know that you may need to. What is it Spirit wants you to know about this situation that you may not know or understand? Oh, look at that. The Ace of Swords. It's about the truth, the clarity, the understanding. There has to be clear conversation, and Spirit will guide you to help you find the right words, okay? To find the truth in what is going on here. To define, I'm sorry, not find, define, D-E-F-I-N-E, define the truth. Spirit is right there, okay? Helping you to find and define the truth. All right, look at that. You got the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Three of Swords. The Chariot. So a change from the Three of Swords to freedom. Nine of Pentacles. You've got a lot of Pentacles showing up here. I mean, that is a bunch of Pentacles. This is for you. It's probably about money, finances, stability. Respect is definitely coming through here. Expectations, and to be expecting to be treated with respect. All right, what have we got here? No? Okay. There were cards that were flipping this way and that way, and I still have a couple that may not be facing the right way. Let me just double check. Yeah, that one's in reverse. Not that that matters too much. We'll take it as it comes out, but let's see what it is. There's one here that's in reverse. right there. All right, the Nine of Wands. So something about persevering, but looking to the future, a way to change this, to end whatever is happening here. All right, let's see what your outcome is going to be. Well, that popped quickly, didn't it? There you go. Success. Spirit says you can achieve this goal. You're going to learn something important here about yourself. And moving forward in the future, this is going to free up your energy. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that to come out. Free up your time, your energy, a release of tension, I'm hearing. I'm getting Four of Wands, like stability. We've got 4 wands around you. You're holding one, and there's 3 other people. So 3 of Wands is your future. And then there's one tucked away back here that's not actually active. Okay, so it's like there's something in reserve that's going to help you maintain your passion, your desire, your focus in the future. Beautiful. Look at that. Justice comes in for you. You bring it in. You bring the justice and that financial stability. King of Pentacles and Justice. So something will be made right and correct and whole again for you. All right, let's get you a life clarifying. That one came out pretty quick. We'll see if it works. Ignite creation. Harness the innovation, fuel your imagination, and witness manifestation as answers unfold in your journey of discovery. Now that definitely is for this part of the reading. Absolutely. All right, let's see what else is going to come out here for you. Feather of Hope. And that, I mean, it came across here with what you're thinking and what the immediate future is going to be. All right, so grasp the Feather of Hope, which is a delicate symbol of upward promises in an uplifting future. Brighter improvements working together. Fulfill the promise. All right, stay committed to your path, for each step forward brings you closer to your destined fulfillment. Beautiful. The Feather of Hope. All right, we're going to get you a Sacred Forest Oracle message here. I hope you've enjoyed this message so far. If you have, don't forget to tickle, tap, boop, or zap that like button. Claim it in the comments. Let me know what's going on with you. Do you have expectations for something to happen? Have you clearly identified what your expectations are to yourself before you try to identify, share them with someone else here? Let us know in the comments. All right, what's your oracle message here? We have the Phoenix Transmutation, card number 29, which is an 11, which represents justice, opportunities, portals, Libra energy. Let's see what we've got going on with the Phoenix Rising. This has only come out one other time, I'm pretty sure. All right, it says your life is changing, perhaps in ways that you did not expect, but it is wildly wonderful. Transmutation is the act of changing from one state of being or one element into another. The Phoenix is legendary for his transmutation in fire. In the flames, the Phoenix is reborn, leaving behind the old self, the one that is tired, to become a passionate, wild, and free bird. Something that you might have thought would never change is changing into something amazing. It's not an ending. Rather, it's a bright, shiny new beginning for you. Situations that seemed lackluster are transmuting into fabulous opportunities. So release the expectations and limited thinking, for things are not as they seem. So be clear, okay? When you just drop the expectation without identifying what it is that you're trying to compromise on, there's the change. There's a compromise right there in that transmutation. All right, let's go ahead. And we're going to get you a Queen of the Moon oracle message. I thought I was going to get you another one of those, but no. All right. So have your expectations, but you have to be clear and not necessarily on control. It's not about control. It's about what you're hoping to achieve between you and someone else. That's the energy of change. All right. And you've got fear. All right. Is this holding you back or is this moving you forward? What number is that card? Boy, the card number. Oh my gosh, it's another 11. So you have 11, my favorite number. Awesome. Let's see what the message is here. So even though it's about fear, I have a feeling you're overcoming it, facing it, dealing with it. All right, let's see what this says here. The time for courage is here. Fear is only useful if it teaches you something. You need to examine whether your fears are old or new, useful or unhelpful. Fear can cause, it blocks the flow, all right? If there is one thing that stops people from fulfilling their dreams or even getting things done that they want done, it's fear. Okay, speaking up, being clear about what we want. When people demand things, that comes from a place of fear that they won't be respected, that they will not be able to accomplish what they're demanding, okay? When we request, when we communicate, when we compromise, we have a much better chance of achieving our goals. All right. Experiencing fear is built in a chemical part of the way our brain works to protect us. Emotions such as fear cause the production of a whole raft of body chemicals that give us the best chance of coping with situations that need our attention to survive, to get our point across, to achieve the goal we're trying to achieve. There is a healthy kind of fear, the kind that warns us to keep out of a dangerous situation or steer clear of someone who instinctively makes us weary. Like we just do not trust them. And if you feel that way, stay away from them. Your intuition is screaming at you, okay? However, it would be a rare person who does not have at least one fear that does not serve us, okay? A fear that is unrealistic or untrue. And their fear is always untrue, just so you know that, except in those circumstances of intuition. And like, you don't poke the sleeping bear or the waking bear, and you don't go up and try to move an elk off the road. No, those things are silly. That's dangerous. All right, so perhaps a fear is based on an outdated experience or something that is buried so deeply within us that we only see the symptom rather than the fear itself. Ooh, that's so true for most of us. Most fears have been formed with a positive intent of protection. We need to separate that intention out and deal with it in a more resourceful and less destructive way if we are to create ease and flow in our lives. All right, fear comes in many forms. Covert ones are envy, jealousy, codependency, procrastination, bullying, and people-pleasing disconnection. More overt ones are avoidance, fear of failure, or fear of success. There is, however, a kind of antidote to fear, and it is courage. Fear will put up an initial resistance to courage, but it has no real long-term power against it. Fear just cannot stand up to the truth. It can't, okay? And when we stand up and say, I just want to be authentic. I just want to be real. I just want the truth. I'm going to express the truth. I'm going to state what my expectations are in a cool, calm, and collected manner. That's when fear cannot stand in the way. All right, so the process may not always be graceful, but it is always impressive because it may be slow and deliberate steps that we take. Okay, taking these steps isn't always easy, so it should be about us measuring how far we have come and not worrying about what anyone else is thinking about our fear, okay? Comparison is useless. Courage is powerful no matter what form it takes. All right, my loves, I hope you've enjoyed this message. Oh, wait, I'm going to go ahead and do the 3 yes or no answers. This is going to be your only daily for today. I am struggling with life. I'm not going to get into it. But if you could go back and watch any videos that you have not watched recently, I would appreciate that. Keep the channel current while I go through what I'm dealing with. I will be back stronger than ever, as usual. But if you could help me out, I'd appreciate it. All right. Your first yes or no answer is yes. Inner harmony, which is a sense of liberation, happiness, and joy, are on their way to you. There are going to be feelings of complete freedom and self-sufficiency. There will be incredible luck that comes to you as a reward for your sincere intentions and your worthy efforts. Okay, this will be a happy ending. All right, answer number 2, yes or no. And I wish I could say I was struggling with one thing. Struggling with one, maybe 2 things, maybe even 3 things. You can deal with those things. But when everything just seems to pile up all at once, it becomes a little too much. Need a break. So I appreciate your help. Thank you. All right, we have your second answer, which is a yes answer. And fate is going to lend you a hand by giving you the most favorable circumstances. These circumstances may include good luck in your affairs, a chance to improve your situation in an unexpected way. There will be success, but again, not without some sort of stress. No success worth having is ever stress-free. Ever. Never. Okay? You have to go through the stress. You have to persevere. You have to elevate. You have to educate in order to bring justice and success. All right, let's see what answer number 3, yes or no, is. It too is a yes answer, and it says here this is going to be a bright period or time in your life, and it will be filled with warmth and joy. However, the choice between duty and emotions is going to change your plans by warping your view of the situation. This will be the right moment for you to realize your true self and overcome any and all shortcomings. Achieve that inner harmony, or else things are not going to go well for you. So make sure you find that peace. Make sure you find that time alone, all right? To do what you need to do to meet your expectations and have others achieve your expectations if they can. All right, let's see what the letter dice has. It's a wild. I will re-roll that in a minute. Wendy, Wayne, West Virginia, VJ, Giovanni, Vincent. I'm getting boy, B-O-I. Is that an abbreviation for something? Well, somebody let me know. Is B-O-I an abbreviation for something else? Or does it just mean B-O-Y, boy, as in a male figure, young male figure? Howard, Honey, John, Brown, Bovine, Butler, Boulder, and I am getting Boulder, Colorado. I'm getting Ivy as a name, but I'm also seeing it like an IV in someone's hand or arm. Owen. Another wild. Here we go again, Irene. All right, Carol, Chad, Chavez, Jason, Jaguar, Jeffrey, Gemma, James, Dante, Debbie, Daniel, Daniela, Donald, Dogwood, Clifford, Coogan, Madge, Magdi, Yuma, Arizona, McGowan, Aggie, Angelo, Angel, Angelita, wow, Iman, Gigi, Gavin, Davina, I think I said Owen, Neo, new, like new. All right, let's see what else we've got. Ohio, April, Abigail, Grabina, it looks like grab, INA, Gravina, Andy, Andrew, Arcada, Georgia, I'm getting Joffrey, Fjords, Olivia, Nina, Nigeria, Evan, Nissan, Nessa, Onassis, Indianapolis, Lonnie, Lozani, that's not, oh, I had neighbors by that name. Stuart, Story, Noel, Joel, Gatlinburg, Lagrette, Largesse, Sargasso, Sunny, Libby, Happy, Hasten, all right, and Noble, Nobel, Noble, all right, and Oregon, Orange, Ava, Sven, I'm getting something else there. It's not coming through. Rosenberg. Okay. Noga. And yeah, I know this one too. Onondaga. All right. Robin, Roger, Ronald, Ronnie. And that's like a girl's name, Ronnie. Tony, Toronto, Coronado, and that's what I've got. Until next time, I'm wishing you much peace, love, and happiness. If you're interested in personal reading, please email me. I will send you all the details and let you know if I'm able to do it at this time. All right, love you guys. Bye. I forgot your angel number, so I hope you stuck around. Let me get that for you now. Got 3 of them out here already. Let's see if a real shuffle will get you anything else. 2, 3. Nope. Okay, so this is what you're meant to have. 1414, light up, mood swings, respect, see, family, constructive outlooks and quality. Focus on your needs, your desires, and your hobbies. Everything is more accessible when you approach it with a lighter attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes are what will speed up this process for you. 101, starting over. Happiness is linked to self-expression. When you're able to talk about what it is you want, what you feel, okay, what you think. All right, it's also tied to growth and your experiences. Learning from the things that did not work is crucial. Happiness is real, it is possible, and it is all around you. Understand what the processes are and how to create those things and how to manifest that, right? Joy is fluid. It's going to come, it's going to go. It's in the little things and the big ones. So failures are fun if we learn from them. Just start fresh, okay? 0303, taking the chances. When chances present themselves to you, go ahead, seize them and do something different. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success. Here it is, right here, by welcoming in those creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities to communicate, to do or achieve or manifest what you're looking for. Trust in taking chances and take a risk on opportunities that could change your life for the better. All right, guys, I love you to pieces. Bye-bye.